morning, family. How we doing today? So, I want to talk about self-love. I want to talk about loving on yourself and appreciating yourself and the things that we do that determine our self-love to ourselves. That makes sense. Okay. So, and the reason I want to have this conversation is because self-love has become another fad situation, but it's something needed. It's something needed. And honestly, that's what spirituality is, like self-love at its finest. You know, tuning in to you at your core and figuring out what you need. That's what the self-love is. Devon asked me the other day, like, what I felt was the most important thing about self-love to me, or to do, or however he made it worded. And my answer was to follow my emotional guidance system. We have all been sent here with an emotional guidance system. When you cry, when you're mad, when you're angry, when you're happy, those are your emotions. They're supposed to guide you. So our really true, purest, like, emotion for us as spirit, as soul, as amazing people is happy, exciting, joyful, like those kind of vibes, okay? So when you're feeling anything less than that, anger, upset, sad, depressed, like, that's not you. Those are just your emotions, okay? And you cannot be fully present in those icky emotions, okay? So now, our job is to follow the emotional guidance system as the emotions come to us and arise in us, figure out why it came about, and figure out what we need to do next to fix, to get to the joy and get to the happy and get to the good place. So I've been learning and I've been trying to focus and hone in on my emotional guidance system in the past, few years. So it's why I feel the need to express about it, because just like everyone else, I felt like the self-love was on the outside. I felt like the self-love were things I did for myself, things I bought myself, things that, experiences that I want to do. And yes, those are part of self-love, but those are exterior things that, that enhance the self-love. The self-love comes from within, okay? So saying that to say, you have to start in your mind with the self-love. You have to hit yourself in the head with the self-love. You can't just throw on some makeup, throw on a cute outfit. Boys, you can't put on some cute kicks, you feel me? Throw on some jewelry, you feel me? And then step out and, think you're the shit. And pretend to the world like you're the shit and like you love what you've covered yourself in. You have to make sure you're staring yourself in the mirror. Make sure you're telling yourself quietly or out loud that you are amazing. That you are great and perfect and fucking the most perfect, amazing person you could ever be, no matter what anybody else has told us. Because when we come and walk through life, even from when we're super, super young, people tell you things about yourself. And they tell you things that at first you're like, nah, I'm not like that, or nah, that's not me. But after a while, sometimes either the same person or multiple people tell you, you act like this, you do this, you look like this, this. And some point in time, your mind is like, okay, this is me, grab onto this. And sometimes, a lot of times, people are haters. And the things that they're throwing at you, that they're trying to make you feel is you and this and this and this, aren't positive aspects. They're negative aspects that you have now grabbed onto. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, I'm not cute, blah, 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 blah. Yo, a big one for me, I've been going back to my childhood, and that's something we all have to do. That's something I'm also getting to. You have to go back to your childhood and rip away those nasty ass things that people tried to put on you, because they weren't for you. It was for them. They was either hating, or that's how they felt about themselves, and they tried to push it upon you. And as children, sometimes it's hard to freaking decipher, what's bullshit and what's not bullshit, So when I was younger, I was a big girl. And niggas would be calling me wild shit, like fucking Godzilla, fucking Shamu, like wild shit. And some of those names came from friends. Some of those names came from people that I cared about. Freaking family members. I had older family members coming at my weight, like grown men. And not thinking that it could mess with a child's mind. I know I carried that shit with me all the way through. And I got to a point where I was kind of cute, but I was still holding on to thoughts that weren't mine, that you're not cute, that you're big, that you're not good enough, that, and even with my channeling and my powers that I have today, telling myself that, I express my powers to somebody and somebody's like, nah, you can't do that shit. Oh, no, that's just not, possible, or things like that, and holding on to that into my head. No, fuck all that. I'm a cutie, real cute. I'm a baddie, and I channel to the greatest, okay? I could channel to your grandparents, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, whoever. You just need a message from your spirit guides. Come find me. And I'm saying all that to say that you have to stand firm in what you believe. Even if you don't believe it yet, keep forcing yourself to believe it. Keep telling yourself over and over and over and over and over and over and over again till you believe it. Like, I was big on in high school, like, I had an attitude, but telling people about myself, like, yeah, I know I look good, I know I'm Mr. Studio Girl, whatever I used to say, but the confidence was so surface layer. That confidence didn't come from my soul out. It was just coming as a defense mechanism. It was coming as a shield from, not to get hurt by others. Like, oh, they think I'm strong, so they're not gonna, like, bother my character, is what it was. It wasn't about strength. It was about, like, holding my peace for myself. But I really wasn't causing peace because I wasn't, appreciating who I truly, truly was. I was trying to tell myself, yeah, I'm awesome, yeah, I'm the bomb, but not really listening to myself. I was still having the thoughts from people, when I was younger, having thoughts from sometimes people, a couple years ago, trying to tell me, who I really was. But I wasn't trying to tell me who I really was. So, saying that to say, the self-love talk is for yourself. You cannot try and persuade other people that you are amazing and that you feel good, because at the end of the day, you're going home with you. You're going home with you, and if you're going home with you and you feel like shit, the motherfuckers that you just told you didn't feel like shit don't give a fuck. They don't know, and now you're just stuck in your house feeling like shit. And I don't understand. And where I'm at now, like, appreciating my powers, appreciating what I could do, knowing what I can do. I've been sensing y'all's energies through the phone. I've been sensing y'all energies, like, in passing. Like, there is no faking. There is no faking the funk. And y'all all feel it too. Like, energy is straight up in your face. And the more you put attention to it, the more, it's visual to you. But whether you're putting attention or not, you feel it once in a blue. You know what I mean? And you can't fake the funk with me, with anybody else, or with yourself, because after a while you just become one of these old adults that are cranky, ain't got nothing to do but yell at their kids, yell at their grandkids, talk about how nobody got nothing going for them, but they're just at home bored and broke. And I'm saying that because the misery and the negativity and all that, I feel like that's all it gets you, bored and broke. Like, the fuck? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Okay. But, so, now, saying that to say, self-love, where should I start? My first place I feel like I started with my self-love was simple and easy. I printed out a paper. This was like two years ago. About 2 years ago. I printed out a paper. Before I printed out the paper, I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to let anybody outside of me try to, like, puppeteer who I am. Whether it be as a mother, whether it be just as me, whether it be in my work as Soul Tribe Vibe, whether it be in life, whether it be in a relationship with my friends, significant others, with my family, whatever it be. I'm in charge of me. How I want to react to situations. Like, you have the choice to be mad about something or to just move on. to be selfish in situations. You know, you have a choice to give your all and help all the fucking time, or to help when you can, okay? Like, we drain ourselves doing too much for others and not doing enough for ourselves. So I made a promise to myself that I'm going to make sure I take care of myself first in all aspects, okay? After that, I went and printed the paper. Printed a paper that had just different quotes on it, manifestation quotes, just different build yourself up quotes, okay? I'm great. Simple stuff. I am great. I am amazing. I'm perfect. I am unique. I'm powerful. I am confident. I am beautiful. I am one of the greatest channelers ever alive. But seriously. But I said these things to myself. It was a long list, back to back. Some were short, some were long, you know, some were paragraphs sometimes. But I read these things in the mirror, looking myself dead in the eye, and having the conversation with myself. You know, the first day it felt a little weird. The second day, okay, we're doing this. The third day, all right. By like the end of the week, by the end of the month, I'm dancing in the mirror, talking to myself, da-da-da-da-da. This energy that I'm creating with myself was able to trickle down and hit everybody around me. They were sensing and feeling the little bit of change that was coming in the first couple of days and first couple of weeks. Now we're here 2 years later, and I feel amazing. Can a motherfucker tell me nothing? And it's not like the high school speech. It's totally different. It's from within. And I feel it. I feel my powers getting stronger. Like, when I tell you I'm psychic, I used to say I was psychic in high school, but I didn't fully, like I said, I didn't fully attach on because other people, oh, you can't be psychic, blah, 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 blah. But now I'm tapped on full in all the freaking way. And the things that have been coming to me this week have been crazy. Like little random things, like me bumping into an old friend, but getting a vision before me bumping into her, like little random things. But, sorry, I got off a little bit off topic, but you have to appreciate you and dive into you and figure out who you are. You know, there's been a lot of telling of who we are since we were younger by our parents and others. Like, it's okay to change. It's okay to sort through yourself and think like, nah, I don't like this about me. I want to change this about me. What can I change about me? Like, for the better, that makes me feel good, not anybody else outside of me. Don't change yourself for your mother. Don't change yourself for your brother. Don't change yourself for your boyfriend. Don't change yourself for your girlfriend. Don't change yourself for nobody but you. And use your emotional guidance system to figure out what changes you need to make. As you make a change, if you feel unhappy about the change or angry about the change, it wasn't the right change. If you make the change and you feel some type of relief, maybe you're crying, but you still feel the relief inside, it was the right choice. You feel the happiness coming about. Make decisions for you and feel them out as you go along. I wanted to make this because I was looking at a lot of girls, a lot of men too, posting themselves on social media half naked, sometimes just like in a sexual nature or things like that, and claiming it in self-love, or even just stuff like working out too, claiming it in self-love. Like, these are things we need to, like, the working out, we need to do that to maintain our body. That's not self-love. That's taking care of yourself. Like, I really enjoyed taking like spiritual baths and things like that. Like, I consider that like a part of self-love, but really that's just taking care of yourself. I really feel like the self-love is when you dive in and shake shit up within yourself. Dive into yourself and shake things up, that all of the nastiness, like oil and water, floats up to the top, and all the good floats to the bottom. And you can just swoop out the bad, shake it out, and now all you have is your yummy clean water in there. You know what I mean? Like, that's our job, to just keep working on ourselves. And no matter as the journey goes on, no matter how other people feel, keep working on yourself. Because this last 2 year span, I did make a lot of changes, and I wasn't fully sure on some of the changes, but I stuck through them. And a lot of people close around me didn't understand. And a lot of people close around me felt like I was doing things to them, like in a selfish way or not loving way, or, you know, took it the wrong way. But in reality, I was just doing things for me. I just wanted to feel good and make sure I feel the best. Because if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Thank you, RuPaul. But seriously, like, you can't love your mom, you can't love your dad, your sister, your brother, your kids, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your grandmas, nobody. You're having just surface layer love with people when you can have internal, full on explosion of love. But it starts with you. It starts with you. And you have to make the choice. Can't nobody make the choice for you. You can't fake it. You can't tell people over and over and over and over and over and over again how much you love yourself, because we see it. We see it. We feel it. Like, there's days when I know I'm going through something, and it's never too long. It could be like 2-3 days. And I just feel like I seclude myself for a second. You know, I'm in my thoughts, whatever. My thoughts grab me up. I go in the mirror and you can see the drain. Like, you can see the drain in the face, in my eyes, and all that. Like, it's not that. And when I say my face, I just mean my face, and who you are comes through your eyes, through your face. Like, my eyes will look dull. Like, people think they throw on some nails and their hair and their makeup and that makes them them. It doesn't. My nails are busted right now, but I still feel cute as hell, and I feel like I'm the bomb, and can't nobody tell me nothing. Like, and I feel like we should all be like that at all times, no matter what. I be telling my kids, yo, we could wear a bag and still be cute because you're a good person. But now, if you want to go out there and be nasty, you could be nasty and be in the cutest clothes and you're still be a nasty person, okay? So be a bag-wearing bitch and do your thing, you know what I mean? Like, love you guys, appreciate you guys. Appreciate yourself before you appreciate anybody else, okay? Have a great day.